to switch on the
Organization is
pulsars.
gearing for its rendezvous with the sun.
R2 pulsar on.
To take you along on the live telecast of this momentous event today, I am Madhuri, giving the commentary in English.
P4 MOTR, you can switch
With
on
me
the
is
radiation.
my co-commentator Shivikas Swarnakar, who will be giving the commentary in Hindi.
Copied.
We are about to script yet another chapter in the glorious space research history of India. Today, the workhorse rocket PSLV C-57 will carry ADITYA L1, the solar observatory of India, to be placed at a vantage point from where it will be able to continuously observe the sun and while being in the visibility of Earth-based ground stations. 10 days ago, India became the first country in the world to safely land a spacecraft in the
All
South Polar
stations,
regions
stand by
on the
for the
moon.
time mark.
I'm sure many of you were the eager and proud spectators of the Chandrayaan 3 landing that was being telecast from ISRO, situated in Bangalore.
Roger.
We bring to you an integration film for the PSLV C-57 that took place in Satish Dhawan Space Center, Shar, Sriharikota.
अभी आप अपने स्क्रीन पर देख रहे हैं यह है प्रथम कोर चरण S139 बूस्टर का नोजल लेंथ सेगमेंट। इस प्रथम चरण के साथ ये शुरुआत होती है और यह मिडिल सेगमेंट को इसके ऊपर संयोजित किया जा रहा है। ऐसे 3 मिडिल सेगमेंट इसके ऊपर संयोजित किए जाएंगे और अंत में हेड एंड सेगमेंट सबसे ऊपर की ओर संयोजित किया जाएगा और इस तरह तैयार होता है PSLV का प्रथम चरण कोर बूस्टर S139। इसमें 139 टन का प्रणोदक होता है और यह इग्नाइटर है जो इसे प्रज्वलित करता है। इस मिशन पे यह है PSLV C-57 एक्सेल मिशन। तो इसमें हैं 6 स्ट्रेपॉन बूस्टर्स, हर एक में 12 टन के नोदक भरे जाते हैं। यह सब ठोस नोदक पर आधारित हैं। यह SI-TVC टैंक को उठाकर इसके साथ संयोजित किया जा रहा है। इंटरस्टेज आप देख रहे हैं, इसमें रिट्रो मोटर्स लगे हुए हैं पृथक्करण के लिए। और यह है द्वितीय चरण जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है। इसमें विकास इंजन लगा हुआ है।
And here is the second stage of the PSLV rocket, prepared in the subsystem preparation facility and brought to the vehicle assembly building of the second launch pad to be integrated on the first stage of the rocket. Here you can see the third stage PS3 and PSO being moduled and placed inside the respective shroud and then handled together to be moved to the vehicle assembly building.
ये नज़ारा आप देख रहे हैं व्हीकल असेंबली बिल्डिंग का, जहां पर पूरे व्हीकल को असेंबल किया जाता है।
These are the visuals from the clean room of the spacecraft preparation facility. This is the ADITYA L1 spacecraft being prepared and ensconced into a protective container where the environment is controlled and the temperature is controlled, the cleanliness is controlled. At the vehicle assembly building, again, there is a clean room provision to safely integrate it to the rocket, and then the heat shield halves are closed. Now the vehicle is fully ready to be moved to the launch pad, which is about 900 meters away. This is PSLV C-57 standing majestically.
अभी आपने देखा PSLV C-57 का इंटीग्रेशन वीडियो। यह पूरी तरह तैयार और कुछ अंतिम गतिविधियां जारी हैं, अंतिम जांच जारी हैं प्रमोशन से पहले की।
We are bringing this to 63 minutes 19 seconds. Apart from Doordarshan, you can watch the live telecast on ISRO website, YouTube, Facebook and Twitter.
into Earth-bound orbit. From
अब आपके सामने प्रस्तुत है आदित्य L1 कर्टन रेजर।
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
We are 17 minutes 23 seconds.
SDS servers activated. MC
अभी
confirms
आपने
data
देखा
from SHAR-1
इस
and
मिशन
SHAR-2.
के मिशन डायरेक्टर श्री
T-minus
SR
15
बीजू ने
minutes and counting.
इस मिशन का
To initiate automatic launch sequence for the launch of PSLV C-57 ADITYA L1 mission.
Automatic launch sequence initiated for PSLV C-57 Aditya L1 mission.
The automatic launch sequence, the initiation has been announced, and hereafter a very critical capsule of performance validation for the launch vehicle systems will be carried out, and very close to the launch time, control will be passed on to the onboard computers.
जी हाँ, ऑटोमेटिक लॉन्च सीक्वेंस चालू हो चुका है। ALS शुरू होने के पश्चात रॉकेट स्वचालित होकर सर्वप्रथम T-0.3 सेकेंड्स पर RCT का प्रज्वलन शुरू करेगा और T0 पर कोर बूस्टर S139 का प्रज्वलन शुरू होगा। लेकिन इस दौरान वह स्वचालित तरीके से सभी जांच जारी रखे हुए है।
PS2 control system, redundant chain actuation in progress.
On your TV screens, Honorable Minister of State for Science and Technology and Prime Minister's Office, Dr. Jitendra Singh. This mission is the 91st launch mission of ISRO and 59th of Workhorse PSLV. As mentioned earlier, PSLV's XL version with 6 strap-on motors alongside the core S139 motor is being used for the present mission. This is the 25th time PSLV XL is getting ready for launch. So far in the year 2023, ISRO has launched SSLV's maiden successful mission, 2 commercial missions of PSLV, 1 mission of GSLV carrying the first among the second generation of navigation satellites, 1 commercial mission of LVM-3 and another mission of LVM-3 again carrying the prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
PS4 control system activation in progress.
For the timer, T minus 1 minute and counting. Minus 55 seconds.
All subs are armed.
Minus 50 seconds.
All sequencers armed.
तो हमारे साथ बने रहिए। अब 40 सेकंड पर
Minus 40 seconds.
प्रमोशन किया
PS2
जाएगा।
VHPP open.
Minus 35 seconds. Minus 30 seconds.
Real-time programs activated.
Minus 25 seconds.
PS2 VSPP open.
Minus 20 seconds.
PS1 ignition RMS arm.
Minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Lift off normal.
P1 tracking.
PT tracking.
Plus 10
Magnificent
seconds.
liftoff of PSLV C-57 with ADITYA L1 on board.
Plus 15 seconds.
PSLV-C 57 का सफल उत्थापन और इसके
Plus
साथ
20 seconds.
प्रथम भारतीय सौर अंतरिक्ष यान निकल चुका है सूर्य के
Plus
तेज से
25
विज्ञान को प्रकाश करने।
Air lead strap on ignited.
इसके साथ ही
Plus
एक और
30
कदम
seconds.
है अंतर्ग्रहीय सफर में भारत की उपस्थिति सिद्ध करने का। आप देख रहे हैं PSLV C-57 प्रथम चरण पूरी तरह सामान्य।
The rocket flying forth, following nominal trajectory and developing nominal thrust. The bright fumes against a clear midday sky.
One is in main auto.
A rocket launch is more than just a sight to behold.
First
The
stage
roaring sound
performance
and the
normal.
vibrations that we can feel
Shut
here,
up.
adding to this, the thrill are just amazing. Ground-lit and air-lit strap-ons operating together with the first stage, S139.
Ground lead strap on separated.
जैसा कि निर्धारित है ग्राउंड लेड स्ट्रप ऑन को सेपरेट कर
Stage
दिया गया है
performance normal.
और प्रथम चरण का निष्पादन सामान्य है। इस घटनाक्रम में अगला एयर लेड स्ट्रप ऑन को यान से पृथक कर दिया जाएगा।
Air lead strap on separated.
जी हाँ, इसकी भी पुष्टि हो गई है। स्ट्रप ऑन को सफलतापूर्वक पृथक कर दिया गया है।
We are 100 seconds past the launch time. The ground-lit and air-lit strap-ons have been separated. S139 motor still thrusting.
S139
First stage
110
separated.
सेकंड के प्रज्वलन
Second
काल के
stage
पश्चात
engine
उसे
started.
भी
Closed
पृथक
loop
कर दिया गया
guidance
है।
initiated.
Plus 2 minutes.
द्वितीय चरण जो कि तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है, इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है और वर्तमान में प्रणोद
Second
उत्पन्न
stage
कर रहा है।
performance normal.
The launch vehicle is at an altitude of 73 kilometers. First stage has been separated. Second stage has begun its operation and the closed loop guidance has been initiated. According to the announcement by Range Operations Director, PS2 is developing nominal thrust.
PS2 41 टन के तरल नोदक पर आधारित चरण है। इसमें विकास इंजन द्वारा 800 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न होता है और इसका प्रज्वलन काल लगभग 150 सेकंड का होगा।
Shar and Port Blair tracking stations presently acquiring signals. Flight path closely matching the prediction.
Plus 3 minutes.
वर्तमान में यान क्लोज लूप गाइडेंस के अंतर्गत है।
Second stage performance normal.
यान की ऊंचाई 106 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 3 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड।
The velocity addition in PS2 regime is going to be from 2 kilometers per second to 4.9 kilometers per second.
Payload fairing separated.
The payload fairing covering the Aditya L1 spacecraft has been separated. The current altitude of the launch vehicle is 118 kilometers. Relative velocity exceeding 3.8 kilometers per second.
जी हाँ, यान अब घने वातावरण से बाहर जा चुका है, इसलिए ऊष्मा कवच की जरूरत नहीं रह जाती है और इस कारण इसे
Plus
यान
4
से
minutes.
पृथक कर दिया जाता है।
Second stage performance normal.
द्वितीय चरण वर्तमान में प्रणोद उत्पन्न करता हुआ और यान पूरी तरह सामान्य प्रदर्शन करता हुआ अपने अनुमानित पथ की ओर बढ़ रहा है।
Second stage separated. Third stage ignited.
द्वितीय चरण को भी सफलतापूर्वक यान से पृथक कर दिया गया है उसके प्रज्वलन
Third stage
काल समाप्त होने पर।
performance normal.
और तृतीय चरण जो कि ठोस नोदक पर आधारित चरण है, इसका प्रज्वलन शुरू हो चुका है।
We are close to 5 minutes past the launch time. Presently, the third stage of PSLV is operational, developing nominal thrust.
Plus 5 minutes.
तृतीय चरण में 7.6 टन के ठोस नोदक का प्रयोग होता है और इसका प्रज्वलन काल 117.7 सेकंड का होगा। इस दौरान यह 240 किलो न्यूटन का प्रणोद उत्पन्न करेगा। वर्तमान में यान की ऊंचाई 134
Third
किलोमीटर
stage performance
तथा
normal.
सापेक्ष गति 5.96 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड। जैसा कि हम जानते हैं PSLV सबसे विश्वसनीय रॉकेट रहा है इसरो का, वैसा ही प्रदर्शन करता हुआ एक और मिशन PSLV C57 का।
For the present mission, after PS3 completes
Plus
its
6
burn
minutes.
duration, a coast phase of 200 seconds will follow, in which the rocket will continue to be steered while there is no development of thrust.
जी हाँ, अभी कुछ ही क्षणों में
Third
PS3
stage
का
action completed.
प्रज्वलन काल समाप्त हो चुका है और कोस्टिंग फेज इसके बाद जारी रहेगा।
Vehicle in combined hosting for approximately 200 seconds.
Unique to this mission, the
Vehicle
PS4
performance normal.
will start twice at pre-designated times
Plus
and
7
duration.
minutes.
The multiple start capability of PS4 will be utilized very aptly to achieve the argument of perigee of 346.6 degrees, which is very crucial for this mission. The commencement and duration of PS4 burns enable achieving this orbital parameter. Argument of perigee is the angle that is made by the perigee point from the ascending node at equatorial plane. AOP exceeding 300 degrees is helpful in mission planning to achieve halo orbit around L1 with minimal propellant expenditure.
सभी वैज्ञानिक गहनता से अध्ययन करते हुए इन आंकड़ों का, जो कि ग्राउंड स्टेशन द्वारा प्रसारित
Plus
किए
8
जा रहे
minutes.
हैं। वर्तमान में PS3 PS4 कंबाइंड कोस्टिंग फेज जारी है। यान की ऊंचाई 170 किलोमीटर तथा सापेक्ष गति 7.32 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड है।
Vehicle performance normal.
Plus 9 minutes.
Speaking a few words about the Aditya L1, describing the sun, Indian Vedas have said, Yesha Bhagavan Manirakasha Mandalasya Chakravati Khechara Chakrasya Deepako Brahmanda Bhandasya Asayeva Charkarti Bharvati Jarhati Jagat. This mighty jewel, the light of eastern sky, who generates, operates and destroys the universe, while the energy of sun, after having filtered by the atmosphere, is available for the sustenance of earth, the explosive phenomena in sun and the solar flares are a cause for concern to the spacecraft and human space missions. The vantage point for such observations is a place in between the sun and earth.
Third stage separated.
Now we have a successful separation event of the third stage of
Separated
PSLV.
hosting. It is approximately 900 seconds.
Plus 10 minutes.
जी हाँ, तृतीय चरण को सफलतापूर्वक
Vehicle
पृथक कर दिया
performance
गया है
normal.
और अब PS4 कोस्टिंग फेज पर है। इस दौरान 15 लाख किलोमीटर है और इसे हम एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल यूनिट में 0.01 एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल यूनिट कह सकते हैं। यह पृथ्वी से सूरज की दूरी का केवल 1% है।
The vantage point for observing sun is a place in between the sun and earth where direct visibility exists to the sun while continuous communication link exists with the earth. These observations will generate a forewarning about disturbances in near earth space environment which could. The distance between the earth and sun is approximately 150 million kilometers. At the central region of the sun known as core, the temperature can reach as high as 15 million degrees Celsius. Power source for the sun is nuclear fusion of hydrogen atoms that takes place in the core. The visible surface of sun is relatively cool and has a temperature of about 5500 degrees Celsius. The Aditya L1 spacecraft is planned to be placed in a halo orbit around the Lagrangian point
Vehicle
1
performance
or
normal.
L1 of the Sun-Earth system, which is about 1.5 million kilometers from Earth, roughly 1% of the distance to Sun. A halo orbit is a periodic three-dimensional orbit near the Lagrange point in the three-body problem of orbital mechanism. The object in this orbit stays in place by the gravity of Earth and Sun. It requires little energy for station keeping. Several probes have.
Vehicle performance normal.
The Aditya L1 spacecraft carries 7 payloads to observe the protosphere, chromosphere, and corona, which is the outermost layer of the Sun. These payloads use electromagnetic, particle, and magnetic field detectors. First among the 4 remote sensing payloads is Visible Emission Line Chronograph (VELC), which is a prime payload designed as a reflective coronagraph with a multislit spectrograph. This payload is developed jointly by Indian Institute of Astrophysics, Laboratory of Electro-Optical Systems, UR Rao Satellite Center, ISRO Inertial Systems Unit, and Space Applications Center. The second payload is Solar Low Energy X-ray Spectrometer or SOLEX, designed to measure the solar soft X-ray flux to study solar flares. This payload is developed by UR Rao Satellite Center. Third payload is the Solar Earth Ultraviolet Imaging Telescope SUIT, which is a UV telescope to image the solar disk in the near ultraviolet wavelength range. The payload is developed by Inter-University Center for Astronomy and Astrophysics, Pune, LEOS, URSE and IISU. The fourth payload is High Energy L1 Orbiting X-ray Spectrometer or HELIOS, developed by URSE, is a hard X-ray spectrometer designed to study solar flares in high energy X-rays. The fifth payload is the one which is meant for in situ observations. This is ADITYA Solar Wind Particle Experiment, or otherwise called as ASPECS, which comprises of spectrometers to measure low energy particles and high energy ions. This payload is developed by Physical Research Laboratory. The sixth payload is Plasma Analyzer Package for ADITYA, in short PAPA. It is designed to understand the solar winds and its composition and perform mass analysis of solar winds. This payload is developed by Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. The seventh payload is a magnetometer or MAG developed by LEOS, which will measure the low intensity interplanetary magnetic field in space using a pair of magnetic sensors.
जी हाँ, आदित्य L1 उपग्रह में निदभार के बारे में जानते हुए इसमें सुदूर संवेदन निदभार हैं और यथास्थिति प्रेक्षण निदभार लगे हुए हैं। सुदूर संवेदन निदभार में सूर्य का प्रेक्षण करने के लिए VELC कोरोना प्रतिबिंबन और वर्णक्रम मापन के लिए है। सोलर अल्ट्रावायलेट इमेजिंग टेलीस्कोप जो कि संकीर्ण और ब्रॉडबैंड फ्रीक्वेंसी में फोटोस्फीयर और क्रोमोस्फीयर प्रतिबिंबन यह पैराबैंगनी प्रतिबिंबन टेलीस्कोप है।